Hello, Seath challengers, this is Crimson, and you are watching some Dark Souls! Pick up where you left off after getting the Aveline, which is the repeating crossbow that we died a bunch getting, but we got it in the end, now we're pumped. Yeah, we're gonna get this game on. We're gonna defeat the boss that's coming up ahead, and nothing's gonna stop us. It's not possible. We're gonna do it, we're pumped. That's right. So, there's a chest right here. Attack it! It's safe. This is where you get your Blue Titanite chunk. It's not that epic, but we'll be coming back here later to show off something else. And we have this room, which is rather ominous, and all its books. Still more books. No mimics here. Archive Tower Giant Cell Key. That's where you get the key to free Logan. So that's where the mimic is. We'll eat you. Chow down on you. Important to feed the mimics, don't want them to get hungry. I mean, they need to eat to produce loot too, so, you know. Just, gotta give them a meal every now and then. I don't think I can warp to that cell. So we are gonna walk back to him. Right away. There's more backtracking, no boss killing for us, apparently. But I do want to get him. Right away. But I will homeward bone after I get him, I guess. Kill these guys. So when you get back there, it's right up and through here. If you remember how we got here. I'm gonna kill this guy for a change, how much damage he's done to us. Oop. Ow. I thought I was gonna... whatever. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I've been through this room too many times to not be exhausted up by it now. Aha! Walked past you. You punk you. Hello, caster man. How's things? Oh, you actually cast it. Okay, so that hole. That's one we can consider. We're considering holes now. Because I don't want these guys behind me to kill me. But this guy will hit his friends. Kindly. Would you kindly hit your friends? No trident for you? Okay, jump on up, sir. Then we finish you. There we go. Utilizing choke points. So them out of the way. No more casters. Back out here. Which may look familiar. Because we were here not too long ago. Now approaching from this angle. Not have to worry about that archer guy as much as we have to worry about the guy jumping to hit us. And this guy around the corner is plainly visible. Probably leap at us again. Nope. No, just run up and swing. Alright. Alright. It's your choice. I'll just be taking your straight sword forward. So, do we want to get down the fancy way? Yeah, let's get down the fancy way. Because it's fancy. Probably going to hurt us a bunch. Yeah, falling. Call falling fancy. Fancy falling. Well, we fell. You have accomplished falls. Fall damage. Is what we were after the whole time. That's all we wanted from this game was to fall. In our heavy iron boots that we're just running around in at maximum dexterity. I don't have enough to stagger you in one hit? I thought I did. Oh. Ow. Didn't get my roll off there. How much do I backstab you for? 288? You lizards are surprisingly tough, I gotta say. Well, I'll be homeward boning, so no shame in potting here. And there's a fire right there if I really want it. But we're gonna go all the way down, have a nice view. Now make sure we didn't miss any loot or anything special. Don't think we did. We're gonna have to deal with that group again, so let's get our dragon headstone on again. Roar! I'm a dragon. So you notice that the alarm's not gonna play again. That's only an event for when you break out. Lizards don't care anymore after you're already gone. Don't know why. Lazy game mechanics? Whatever. Hello, octo squids. I guess that's what I'll call you. So again, having a ranged attack, very useful here. Just torch them all with fire. Make a nice meal. What? Oh, you followed me down from one of the cells? You jerk. You guys chase too much. I don't like that. I mean, I've got all this game to do. Got all these squid things trying to eat me and spit on me. Who would want to be eaten and spit on? No one. That's who. That's all I'll be doing to these toasty squidicles things. You know, how many tentacles do you guys have? 8? Are you octa things? I forgot what you're called. Cephalopods. Cephalopods is the word I was looking for. I think it's like 8. Octo? 8 in Latin? Well, we can torch these guys. Keep on torching. I mean, we're going to be eating well tonight. These guys are just trying to spit all over us. We're just tearing them to pieces. That's that his sword does quite a bit more damage. Alright, Logan. Be free!
Oh, thank you very much. I'm saved. That makes twice. I must be sure to repay you. I will visit the archives. If I discover any new spells, I shall share them with you. Prepare to be impressed by the onward march of sorcery.
Sorcery! That's how you save Logan. And then you run back here to get this Firekeeper soul. It was indeed. So we can get to +4 right away. If we want to. Again, we could just go to a Firekeeper place right here, but we'll do that later. Off camera, probably. Get it reinforced. Probably at the Firelink Shrine, maybe Daughter Chaos, whatever. We'll get it done. So, back here. Where, I wonder if this is a mimic. Maybe. Let's chop it up to find out. Did I lose humanity? Oh, I did. That ambient humanity I got when I was nabbing the crossbow. Okay, so this guy had the enchanted falchion. If you want to work the enchanted tier up. Again, check all your chests. This has the crystal ember. If you want to enchant crystal gear, that's where you get that ember. And around this corner we have Logan. This is where he goes after you rescue him.
Hello there. I was expecting you. This place is truly magnificent. More than expected. As promised, I shall share the new sorceries with you. And the secret of Seath's immortality.
So, you notice he'll have a lot more spells now. Especially the crystal weapon, crystal soul spear, which have those high requirements, but actually are very strong to match. So in order to get his event to play off, we need to purchase all of his items, which you can see 40,000, 20,000 there, 50,000 there. So it's going to be quite expensive to get all these. But we can buy them all now at least. And we can talk to him.
The secret of Seath's immortality. If you have fought him and were imprisoned, you must know that Seath is a true undead, different from ourselves. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from death. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from
Did he say that twice?
It is an effect of the primordial crystal, a sacred treasure pillaged by Seath when he turned upon the ancient dragons. So only by destroying the primordial crystal can you so much as scratch his eye. And it so happens, the primordial crystal is in the inner garden of these very archives, the Crystal Forest. Farewell.
So that's where you find out about Seath's immortality. If you want to learn more about that, I recommend checking out From Software's other games or checking out the wiki for this. There's a lot of writing and lore involved that's all wacky and vague. And From Software is pretty trolly, honestly, with their stuff, but we'll move on. We have to go to the Crystal Forest to kill Seath. Ow, sir. Ow, again. That was not very kind of you. So, one thing you might want to take note of is this chest here, which isn't a mimic, has prism stones, which I still haven't shown off to you. I don't know why. Let us equip them. Prism stones. So what they do is you drop them on the ground, and they shine for a bit. I believe they disappear after death. But that's what prism stones do. You just toss them on the ground. don't think I'm human here, which is necessary for an event that plays out here with the Onion Knights, but whatever. We'll ignore that. No knights need rescuing out here. Also, I don't think I talked to him in the other area. But you can see a lot of crystal golems out here, a few items hiding around the corners, along with these golems that we've destroyed for a while. We really don't even need to bother with these guys, just see if we can get our loot and make it out before they notice us. Notice that they have those wide swings because they're all crystally. These ones are a bit different, a bit stronger. Not as strong as the ones we are about to face, though. They're everywhere, though. So, watch out. That's what we're looking for. If we could get over this tiny hill. Jumping. If you're in doubt, just jump. Aha, there's the crystalline gear I was thinking of. Out here, after you kill that, I guess he's considered a Black Phantom, on the way to Seath, you get that crystalline gear, which, have a look around, make sure no one's going to murder us. And we need to die. Oh well. Crystalline armor, as it stands for you. It's a bit weighty, but a decent amount of poise. Again, it is crystal with the 150 durability. Or is it? But, well, we had a nice good look at the guy wearing it in 2 episodes prior, I believe. If you want to check that out. Maybe 1, with how long it lasted. Because I wanted to get my crossbow so desperately. Well, we got it. So, down into the Crystal Death Hole! Crystal Cave, because every dragon needs a crystal death hole in its backyard. So I detest this area quite intensely, and you will see why soon. Not because of the precarious ledges and the giant golems that have a tendency to murder themselves by jumping off, but because of things like this right here, where you just have to see snowflakes and listen for audio cues to know that there is an invisible pathway that you can walk on. It's also something you're supposed to use these prism stones for. Just tossing them down like that, so you can see the pathways. Although if you do want to use that technique, I'd recommend going to the DLC area first and getting the talking stones, and using those since they have infinite uses. But there's also a bunch of moonlight butterflies that don't give you quite as good loot that you can use. So you have to be on the lookout for, hopefully, players who are kind enough to leave orange messages here, or these falling snowflakes. So you can walk on invisible pathways down here. So there's also a blue titanite slab. Do we want that? Nah. So we'll continue walking down our invisible pathway. That's invisible. Just, I detest the use of such a thing. Hello, guy. I'm just gonna nab this. Gonna slam me? That's cool. I got it. Hey, guy. I'll just be walking back up this invisibleness. Hope that's okay with you guys. As you walk off and kill each other. Invisible pathways. So unhappy about it. And then you can slip and slide off of them, as this engine's so good at things. My trick is to fall off this edge. You can also have fun with these tons of crystal lizards in this cave. If you can hit them with your swings. You get a nice payout there. There's another pathway here that is rather precarious. You have to walk around, silly. Let's go for it once. So be very careful on this one. Especially when you have a giant golem behind you. Excuse me, golem. Never mind. That's where you get the blue titanite slab, and we're not going to go for it. So, what I do in this area is I run and I fall off there, and I just run straight onto this passageway, and you get here. And this is where you need to go to get the boss. The other way is the titanite slab. It requires zigging and zagging. It's a bit tricky. You want to be very careful. I recommend bringing prism stones or the DLC stones that have infinite uses. They're very useful for that, because, you know, you can't see on the invisible passageways at all. But and the Soul of a Hero is here, which is actually a very neat tool. One that's very good to have, in case you need that extra 20,000 souls for an upgrade or something. But you might recognize these clam enemies from the Ash Lake. They're here. They don't take much from my fire breath, and they do hurt. But these ones actually have a very high chance to drop good loot. And will follow you into the boss area, so be careful, especially your first time down here, before the giant fog wall spawns. And you have to make sure to check for the loot, because these guys die in that funny way that they like to. You want to be careful of these guys. They can really tear into you if you're not careful. But luckily we can stagger them with our sword, and because it's nice and light we can get plenty of swings. And our wide swings are finally doing good for us. Hitting all these clams. Ow. So you see that damage? I'll admit, I don't have a lot of poise. So that knocked me down rather easily. But that was quite a bit of damage, considering I'm... well, I'm not wearing that much armor, but I am wearing a lot of vitality. I'm wearing a lot of vitality. I have a lot of vitality. Ow. Why am I panicking so much? Ow. Yeah, I'm thinking about my boss fight, really. I'm still getting over this area that I've... that gets me. Twinkling Titanite is what they drop. If you want to rush upgrades on, say, your Black Knight sword or something along those lines. That's where you could get some. Let's throw some humanity on here, since we don't need our prism stones anymore. And I used up all my nice stuff. We have plenty of humanity. So you'll notice that this area, very suggestive area, has a bunch of dead players who are cursed. Light of curse, so they lost half their health bar. We see a very shiny branch. Sound familiar? Like what we were just talking to Logain about? Logain? Knight Logain? Dread Knight Logain? Whatever. So Seath will come down, because he somehow detected that we got close to his stick. So again, as Logain was saying, he is immortal until his gem is de-gemified. But let's see if he'll be nice to us. One thing, he's big and slow. I'm not sure how he flies. So if you can tell what I'm doing, I'm trying to get to his tail and start hitting it. But yeah, you see how I'm doing damage and he's healing right up. Oh, now he breathes. So in order to get him to stop healing immediately, which I found out entirely by accident because I was terrified of him the first time I saw him and I ran back here. But then I saw him do his breath attack and I rolled. So you see him wince in pain as the stick is broken and he shouts, and I don't get to hit his tail again because he's going to spin and just shove his tail into a wall. That's fine, jerk. Whoa! Whoa. So that has curse buildup on those little spikes, so be careful about that when you're fighting him. Will you be nice this time? He likes to do big sweeping arcs with his laser beam breath. Or straight up and down. Ow. Whoop. Now he's doing a tail swing, it's what I actually want him to do. Ow. Just not when I'm so close. Really? Could you get your... Ow. Tail... You're just gonna give me a hard time now, aren't you, Seath? So, if you really want, you could just run right up to him and wail on him. But there's quite a nice piece of loot you get for cutting off his tail. And I want it. I'm gonna beat on you for a little while just to make you mad. And that was my objective there. I believe I accomplished it. Oh, come on. Okay, what I'll do... what arc is this? The short... Alright, circle. Semicircle. So I'm going to get my... close that again. Oh god. Okay, from here up to my Black Knight Greatsword. Because it can do more damage in a single swing. So you can go inside that arc if you are having trouble avoiding it. You need to. What you need to do here is provoke him into doing a certain attack if you want to get around him. Like I'm trying to get him to do his me close punch or swipe grab, and I should be able to reach this. Not managed to break it off. All right. Oh god! Don't curse me. Or you could kill me. That's fine. That's fine. Boss, I always talk about how easy he is. He's a lot harder when you're trying to get that tail off, as you can see, because he's so large in this small area, and he will quite likely be inside of a wall most of the fight, and then he turns without giving you much of a chance. Even with how light I am, I'm still not having an easy time getting behind him. Let's even take our pants off to get there faster. Shadow leggings, why not? We'll be Ninja Pants. That's the character for cutting off tails. Captain Ninja Pants. I think we can get him in our next attempt. I equipped this sword as opposed to the Quilog's Fury Sword that I was using, because I want to do as much damage as I can in a single swing, and Ultra Great Swords are very good for that. And also it has a very good diving attack compared to my Great Sword's dive. So I want to get as much damage in as I can in a single swing against that tail. So hopefully I'll get it without having to hit it multiple times. And you'll get to see the straight run without having to show anything off. Again, if you don't like this, you can go around this way, which is what I did several times, not knowing about invisible platforms and dying here a lot. I was very frustrated by invisible platforms. It took me quite a while to figure this one out. But it just saw a lovely message from a very kind player. It got me through it. Also notice that guy that was standing here is no longer here. He jumped off the edge, killed himself. We don't have to deal with him anymore. And we're slip and sliding down again. So again, you can fall right there. Let's see if this crystal fellow will go on there, if I can hit my buttons right, which I can't. I'm bad at buttons, what can I say? And you just run straight along here. After that fall, you'll be back into your boss area. Now with the fog wall that will be up, because we fought against him and died, we don't have to worry too much about these clam fellows that will get locked into the boss fight with you. Although you can kill them for a few more pieces of Twinkling Titanite, I think, or it may just be the 2 per playthrough, I'm not entirely sure. But you do want to be careful about crossing this fog wall with them around, as they will eventually kick you through it. Alright, Seath, you got a tail. You can walk back through this light, by the way. That's why it's all dark and gray. And you can traverse through it. Or I guess you can't. Well, light. This be non-transversable. Hey guy, you're gonna stick your tail in the wall again? Oh, you're actually gonna do an attack that lets me hit your tail. Thank you. Ah, so we're gonna need another swing on that tail. Get it off. But after cutting off his tail, we won't have to do it anymore, even if we die, which I don't think I will. Really? That's where you're going? Come on. Like, really? All you're doing is specifically walking into the corners, so it's easy for you to clip your tail into the wall, so I can't hit it. It's like you know that all I want is to hit your tail. Alright, you do a close range attack, I'll be out over here. You know, you could peck away at him with range attacks, since he's so slow and likes to walk into corners. Like a big old jerk. I don't like you. I intensely dislike you. And of course his side tails here that make it so easy to get behind him. Not another hit, really? Or I'm just not hitting the tip, right? It's gotta be what's wrong. Unless the engine's having a little trouble whenever he does his crystal breath. Is that a close? It's a close one. So it's not too hard to avoid that laser attack when he does it. Just gotta be standing in the right areas. Do an attack. Begin an attack animation, please. Thank you. There we go. Alright, well, we get another hit off on him, looks like. Oh, I must not be hitting the tip. That's why it's not coming off, because that's a good amount of damage. Okay, we got him in a good attack. Oh, swing! Do something. There we go. Okay, tail. Very tip. Another clean hit, but nothing. Alright, there's this attack again. I don't think I'm gonna make it to the tail this time. But I'll run for it. I'll run. Oh, you're attacking right away, so I can't get to your tail again. It's fine. It's fine. I know your tail can one-shot me. Ah, there we go. So now we have the Moonlight Greatsword, after that great effort and many runs. So now we can just kill him with this tail being all obstacle-y. So we can just walk right up to him and hit him. I gotta avoid this one. Now curse. So, wait, what breath? Frontal cone? Don't you worry about there. Again, he's very hard to look at to tell when he's attacking and when he's not. Close breath, I'm guessing? Yep. So we can just wail on him now. Because most of attacks don't hit you if you're like right there. He's such a wimpy boss that relies on the whole mechanic of try to hit my tail. And that could make it difficult to walk past me. I dislike you. This is a very long video. With me complaining about this boss because I'm frustrated. I'm a whiner. Oh, you're dead, right? You're dead. Okay. Well, that's Seath the Scaleless. We got our first Bequeathed Lord Soul. We were very frustrated. So, thank you so much for watching. And my hat is on to you.